One, switch. Hey guys.
Guys, what's
Yeah.
up?
Yes.
Good
So
evening.
yeah. So it's this time we are going to talk about anime, as the logo up top, anime.lk.
Or behind us.
Yes. So I am Ranukar and this is Mark. So
Yep.
we'll be talking about the seasonal content and what's next for anime.lk.
Yep. Welcome to the
Yes.
Anime.lk Winter 2021 seasonal live stream.
Yes. And before we start about, no, it's actually winter 2020 because how
Oh,
anime works is we
true.
are
That's a good point.
actually winter starts around December and this
Yeah,
is still in the December
that's true. That's
uh,
true. We are still in the
season.
in
Yes.
the 2020
Yes.
December
Yes.
role.
Uh, so to
So
yes. So to start with, what I would suggest is we'll talk about a couple of anime from last season, like
yeah,
what
yeah,
we actually liked.
that's a good idea.
Okay.
So for last season, I'll start us off.
Okay.
I'm just going to talk about a couple of the animes that I enjoyed last season.
Okay. So why don't you start with
In
the first one?
yeah, in no particular order. In no particular order at all.
Okay.
Uh, Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, Jujutsu Kaisen was a really good anime, and still is because it's still airing this season as well. It's continuing this season. It closely resembles Naruto,
Okay.
and pretty much just it's almost a carbon copy of Naruto, but at the same time it has its own unique properties,
So do
and
they
that
have
makes
ninjas?
they yeah they kind of do. Yeah, they kind
Okay.
of do. There
Okay.
are certain ninja characters in there, and although what is interesting though is they too run through trees and jump and
Okay.
stuff like that, but they don't do it hands thrown back style. So,
Okay.
so that's pretty interesting to see. But yeah, like people who watch Naruto and who watch Jujutsu Kaisen will immediately see the resemblance between the two. So yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen was a really good anime from last season. So Ranuka, what about you? You wanna pick another
Yes.
one?
So I'll talk about one of my favorite is
Mm-hmm.
Adachi to Shimamura. It's Adachi and
Mm,
Shimamura.
right.
Yeah. So it's I really like the anime how they handle the romantic aspect. So it's a romantic anime, which is actually
Yeah.
it's technically a Yuri anime, but
Technically, isn't it
it is
like full on? Like, are we
no,
really going for
because
technicalities
when
here?
you say Yuri, most of the time it's going to be Yuri Echi or some sort of weird
No, that's
Yuri.
not true. That
Yeah,
doesn't
but
have to be
these
true,
days I think
bro.
they are doing more with Yuri that makes it
Okay.
like a normal genre. That's just part of okay. This is Yuri, but what is it actually about? So Adachi
True.
no Shimamura as like the when you consider relationship like the small aspects of relationship. Oh, did they call you? Did they check your messages? Oh, I really
Mm-hmm.
miss them. Like all of these aspects of relationship, like the small things, the small details that make the relationship nice and worth experiencing. So that's what Ajatsu Shimara is about.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. So why don't you go with one more of your favorites from last season?
All right. So I will. Just want to check in with the chat here,
Okay.
guys. If the stream is lagging or if there's issues, please do let us know.
Yep.
Because we were having some technical issues on our end, so please let us know if it is lagging.
Okay.
Uh, I was getting some messages that it's lagging. Saxi, maybe just look into that.
Okay.
So yeah, last season, another top pick of mine would be Danmachi, season 3, How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, season 3.
Okay.
That was really good compared to season 2, which was quite a letdown in my opinion. It wasn't. Yeah, season 2 was it was it's on and off. It wasn't too great, but season 3 like really picked up. It had good action. It had really good story. Like I really liked where they took the story there. I'm not going to spoil, but
Okay.
it 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 really like um turn things over on its head on like what season 1 started out to be, where they are fighting these demons, they're fighting these monsters, and then season 3 just kind of makes you second guess yourself, or like, should we really be doing this? And so I really like that about it. And I think there was some good ecchi in that as well, so that's kind of something you want in Danmachi anyway. So
I mean, HDI is
yeah,
God.
yeah, I mean, yes, exactly.
Did you know, like, they actually like check if the ribbon can be stayed like that? Like some Japanese
What do you mean?
university student actually did the calculation. Like,
Okay.
can you have a ribbon across your hands,
Okay.
and it stay like that without falling off, or like
Oh wow.
without the ribbon cutting into your hand? Because when you have like a wire or something, like it's going to cut into your hand. So
Right.
it's not possible. Like they
So
determine
this
it's
is
just anime fantasy.
this is where people's research money is going.
Yep. To see if you can have a ribbon stay like that
Oh
with
my
it cutting
God.
into your hand or skin. Yes.
Okay. All right. So next, what's next? Do you have
Yes.
anything else?
Yes. So I have one last thing to talk about.
Okay.
1 second. I want to talk about Higurashi. Have you heard about Higurashi?
Okay. I have heard about Higurashi. I did not watch it though.
Okay. So Higurashi is actually an old anime.
Okay.
Which contains a couple of arcs. So how it works is during the first 2 arcs, like you are seeing different. So it's a bit difficult to explain to the spoilers. So you are going to see different scenarios that happen that are horrific sometimes. Sometimes it's like slice of life. Sometimes things go really wrong, and you like each time you watch, you are trying to understand more and more what this was.
Okay.
And yes, we have reports that the video has been dying. Wait, let me double check.
Okay.
That. Yes, I think there's something. Stream is lagging a bit. Wait, 1 second, guys. Let me restart the stream for a second.
All right, let's do a restart.
Okay, guys, we are back, and we are maybe more pixelated. Yeah, so I reduced the quality of the stream a bit, hoping that the connection can keep up with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
What we should do is add dialogue. No, wait, add SLT, right? Add SLT, and tell them what's what.
Okay. Yep. No, I think it's lagging a slight bit, but it's better now.
Okay.
Is it better?
I don't know. Let's wait for chat to reply to us.
Okay.
All right. So getting back on trail.
Yes. So wait, what were we actually talking about? Higurashi. Yes.
You're talking about Higurashi, yeah.
So Higurashi, it's still ongoing for this season as well.
Okay.
So it's a bit difficult to describe. It originated from a thing called, I think, audio novel or sound novel, something like that. So it's a visual novel, but the main focus is like background music and like it's actually mainly the background music and the environment you feel it. So I guess you have to wear headphones while playing the game. So Higurashi, it's an anime where as you watch it, you feel like something's wrong. Why is this happening? And you begin to question it. And only during the latter part of the series, it explains what's going on, and you understand the story. So
isn't that something similar to Steins Gate then?
Higurashi is much longer than Steins Gate.
Oh,
I am not fully certain, but I think the original anime was 20. Is it? It might have been longer than even 24 episodes.
Okay.
Like the whole part.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's like 48 episodes.
So would you?
I'd
recommend. Who would you recommend Higurashi to?
I'll recommend it to anyone who really likes slice of life.
Okay.
And who like to see their favorite character getting brutally murdered. Yes.
all right. Now I think it's time that we jump into some of the seasonals. But I
Yep.
will mention, I will tell you guys two more honorable mentions from last season
Okay.
that weren't great, but if you have some free time, they're worth a watch. Akudama Drive was one. It had a poor ending, but I liked the futuristic vibes. And Munona Nana,
Yep. I really like that one.
that was a good one. I wasn't
Yes.
too much of a fan of the ending, but it was really interesting, especially with the whole Among Us
And the
vibe that it
animation
brought along.
was good. I didn't like the
Yeah,
colors of the main character, like the hair colors. They're really interesting
yeah, but
colors.
I think they wanted it to be exaggerated like that, so
Okay.
I think that's why it was like that.
I did enjoy that
Uh,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah. So
All right.
we can talk about this season now, which is actually the main part of this whole YouTube
Right.
video.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
yes.
Exactly.
Okay. So we
All
have
right.
a couple of anime to talk about.
Indeed, we do. Indeed, we do.
Yep.
And
So
we're gonna start with.
okay.
Go ahead, Ronica. Go ahead, Ronica.
Okay, we are going to start talking about three anime.
Yep.
Grey Zero, Doctor Stone, and Attack on Titan. I guess most people here would have heard or watched these animes.
Yes. So, but regardless, we'll still give you a bit of a
Yes.
introduction to it and what it's all about. So, Doctor Stone is by the studio TMS Entertainment, and
Yes.
it's in the sci-fi, adventure, and shonen genre. The
Yep.
story is basically summed up. After 5 years of harboring unspoken feelings, you know what? I'm just going to skip the synopsis that I have written down here
Yeah.
and tell you the basics without spoiling it to you.
Yes.
Basically, it's the story about a modern day Einstein and how one day the world just completely stops in stone. Like there's a radiation wave of some sort, and the entire world just freezes. And 3,000 years later, the modern day Einstein, he wakes up and he has to rebuild society back to the way it was 3,000 years ago. And the entire story is extremely science-based and accurately at that on that
Yep.
note as well. There has been plenty of YouTubers who have degrees in all sort of science fields that have reviewed Dr. Stone and have said that the anime is extremely accurate in the way that they portray the inventions, the creations, and the innovations that he comes up with. So it's honestly a brilliant anime, and season 1 was amazing, and season 2 is going strong. I don't know where it will lead to, but it's going pretty strong
Yeah.
right now.
In the chat, I think some people don't agree that season 2 is good as first season. But
Yeah,
we have to
I
see
would
where
say
it
that. I would
goes,
say
right?
that. Yeah, we have to see
Really?
where it goes. It's not as good as the first season, but I mean, it's okay. I mean,
Maybe
I'm still gonna watch it.
I
Yeah,
actually think it started strong. So
it did.
basically,
Yeah.
I can sum this up in like a one sentence. So Doctor Stone, I don't know if anyone will get this reference. Doctor Stone is MacGyver in the Stone Age. I don't know if people know MacGyver. Like it show
But I
around when
don't
Chuck
think
Norris
MacGyver.
was there.
I don't think MacGyver had the kind of knowledge that Senku has.
Yeah,
But
okay. It's MacGyver with science in the Stone Age.
uh,
Okay, let's go on to the next anime,
yeah. Okay.
which
Okay.
is what are we talking about next? We can talk about Grey Zero.
Or we can talk about Attack on Titan, right?
Okay.
So everyone's
Let's go
hype
Attack on
about
Titan,
Attack on
yes.
Titan. I hope there are no AOT/MAPPA fans in the chat right now.
Okay. Yes. So we are
Hope
going
no
to
one
talk
wants to
about
burn down the
Attack on
studio
Titan.
or anything like that.
That will be a horrible thing to wish.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Attack
okay.
on Titan.
So Attack on Titan, we can't really talk about it without really giving away spoilers because we are at the final season now.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to assume that you guys have at least watched like the first season or something. But basically, the anime is about a kid who wants to destroy all Titans, but ends up being a Titan himself, and I think that pretty much sums it up. It's just an
Yeah,
extremely
okay,
good story.
I got an excellent praise for this as well.
Go ahead.
David versus Goliath, or David
Hmm.
becomes Goliath.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's politics around, so that's how I would sum it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Now, I
yes.
would I would love to talk about some of the latest ongoing episodes in Attack on Titan, but that would be spoilers, so I'm not going to do
Yes.
that. But be sure to join us for our next season of live stream because I definitely will be doing that.
Okay. Okay. Wait, don't
uh,
spoil. I mean, okay. I guess we could consider a spoiler stream.
yeah,
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 we
we'll
get
probably.
spoiled by chat. Okay. Uh,
uh,
yeah. So the final
all
one for
right,
the first three, we can talk about Grey Zero.
ReZero, right?
Yep.
Now, ReZero, I haven't actually watched season 2, like what's currently airing. I did watch season 1, but I didn't have time to rewatch everything and come back to season 2.
Did you actually start watching the first part of season two?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay,
Not at
okay.
all.
So I actually rewatched first season because I think it was 5 years ago since it's aired,
Okay.
and I watched season two, part one, and
Okay.
actually 2 days ago I started the part two.
All right.
I have to say it's going on a different path. I feel like there is more world building, especially in the current one. World building and backstories.
Okay.
Okay. Then I mean there are spoilers, so I can't say anything. But I'm kind of intrigued to see where it's going. Like
Okay.
how the world is, like how the main plot of the, like some selection, right? Selection for the ruler. How that is going to end up with whatever current things are happening, and what Subaru is going to do, how he is going to make things go on his way. Like I'm really curious trying to find that out. Uh,
Yeah.
Race
Yeah.
Hero, I feel like it wasn't big now, as in when it was airing this season or the previous one. Similar to when season one was airing. Like it's incredibly big, yes, but there wasn't hype.
True.
Uh,
So would
but
you say that it's doing better than the original season 1, or is it?
uh, I'd say it's not doing well, mainly because there is too much isekai now. Like I mean, Sword Art Online was there, yes, but Race Hero again became a really big thing for isekai. But
Mm.
and then unfortunately, like the smartphone anime happened, and with smartphone going to isekai world.
Yeah.
So like that, like so many isekai anime came after that. That it's like Race Hero doesn't feel much special, but if you
True.
rewatch season one, I'm sure you'll again fall in love with it, and you'll want to watch season two. Yes.
All right. All right. Okay. All right. Let's hop into the next one. The
Yes.
next 3 we got.
Yes. So the
Before
next,
that,
yes.
guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Drop a like.
Yes.
Thank
Drop a
you
like.
for being live in the chat. We appreciate that a
Yes.
lot.
And
All right. Let's.
So, so the three we have are Eurocamp season 2, Skater the Infinity, and Non-Fury Non-Stop. So what do you want to start with?
So let's start with Non-Fury. Now, have you watched Non-Fury?
Yes, Non-Fury is one of my. I think it's one of the best anime I have watched that de-stresses you. Like you can have a really tired day at work, you come back in the bus, and you watch one Non-Fury episode, and you're calm for the entire night.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it is cute anime girls doing cute things. Yes.
Right.
But it's like in a village setting. There is not actually any ecchi. It's just kids having fun, and you feel like you remember your childhood, or you did weird things as well. And
that's interesting.
Yeah,
now I haven't watched Non-Fury.
Yeah. And the main part is like it's in a village, and you can see all these green trees and everything. So you feel like you're watching this in nature, and like it calms it down.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, I feel like we should give us a brief description. I will tell you guys. So, Non Non Beauty is by Studio Silver Link, and it falls into the genres of slice of life, comedy, and seinen. So, Ranuka, would you mind giving a bit of a brief explanation since you have watched the show, rather than me just talking about a synopsis of it?
Uh, yeah, so that's what I was explaining.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is just another season of the same thing, like continuing.
Okay.
There's no real plot.
Okay.
It's just the environment they are in, and what they do just brings joy to us, a smile.
Okay. Okay. Right.
So this is the third season of Non Theory.
Okay.
I didn't
Sounds
actually
good.
start watching the new season, but I have kind of high hopes for it. I hope they won't disappoint the new season by it not being relaxing and not being funny. So let's just see how it goes.
All right. All right.
Okay.
So next up, let's talk about SK8, the
Yeah.
Infinity, otherwise pronounced as Skate the Infinity. Yeah, they did do that.
Oh, skate, skate, eight,
Skate. Yeah. So Skater or SK8 the Infinity is by Studio Bones, and it falls into the genres of comedy and sports. It follows the story of Reki, a high school sophomore and skater, is addicted to S, a highly secret and dangerous downhill skateboarding race that takes place in an abandoned mine. The skaters are especially wild about the beefs or heated battles that erupt in the races. So just definitely go ahead and maybe just watch the trailer for it.
Yeah.
It does look really good, and I have heard a lot of good things
Yes. I
from the
heard
community
it
and
was,
just in general.
I heard it was by the director of Banana Fish. So
Oh,
you
okay.
can expect. I saw like a couple of trailers. I didn't watch that yet. I actually saw like what do you call it? You can find pretty boys
Okay.
and
Yeah.
some cool skating action. So
uh,
yep.
yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, I haven't
Yes.
watched it, and neither has Ronka, so we can't like
Yes.
attest to
And
say that you should watch it. But it does look pretty good. So if you're
and
interested in
people say it's
skateboarding and stuff,
the
you know,
chat says it's
check it
similar
out.
to K Project.
Okay.
Okay. And I guess it would be kind of similar to Yuri and Ice. I don't know if there'll be like a romantic aspect,
Not,
but I don't
yeah,
think.
not exactly. But yeah.
Let's just see. Let's
I
just
mean,
see.
you got it. Yeah, got it.
Let's see if it will make to the next time we talk about anime for last season's recommendation. Yes.
All right, let's move on to the
Okay.
next one now.
Yes, Eurocamp.
Eurocamp.
Yes.
Right. So,
So yeah. So here's the thing about Eurocamp. I really want to watch it, except I heard a lot of good things about it that I don't want to watch it. Like if you hear about a good anime,
okay.
you feel like you don't want, like you are too busy that you don't have time. Like I want to set aside time to just focus on watching this.
Oh, you're saying because it's a good anime.
Yeah, because it's a good anime.
Right. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
feel
heard
that all the
season
time.
1 was really good. So I like Non Beauty, and some people are saying it might be better than that. It falls into like same kind of thing, like cute girls doing cute things in a calming, nice way.
Right.
So yes, I really want to watch it, and I'm going to watch it, but I don't know when.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Some
that's
people
true. That's
disagree about it being good, but
okay.
I mean, calming anime is calming.
Yeah. I mean, it's a slice of life. Slice of life anime is usually, it's not everyone's going to agree on whether it's a good anime or not.
Yes.
But just to give you guys a rundown there, it's by Studio C Station, and it falls into the category of slice of life and comedy as well.
Yes.
So yeah, it's got a lot of good upvotes. So just do check it out if you guys are interested in that
people
kind of
are
anime.
asking about the Ghibli new 3D animated movie. I guess like I saw the trailer.
What's the
but,
name of that? Did I see it?
someone say Arnold. No, I don't actually know what's the name. Uh, yeah, so it's like what they did was they took the aesthetic of anime and make actual 3D animated film
Oh,
that kind of
okay.
looks and like feels like anime.
Oh, that's
Uh,
interesting. Okay.
it's not like the anime that shall be not be named this season. That's really 3D animated to the point that is this anime anymore? Yes. You can go ahead and say what the name of that anime is.
Yeah, let's get the name in the chat, guys. If you know, you know.
Yes. The anime that's so
uh,
bad, it's fully CGI. Yeah, in this
yeah,
season. Yes.
it shall not be named.
Yes. But the
uh,
Ghibli one, I think it would be good. But Ghibli movies in general, for me, they have nice messages, but
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
sometimes they are not being able. It's not like we can't fully enjoy it because
Okay.
it's like sometimes you want your anime to be shit, right? Then Ghibli come and say, "Oh, anime is like beautiful. You have to have a beautiful message," and then you say it like, "I don't want a message. I want like cute things and calming things, not like humanity is bad. Let's just kill everyone kind
True,
of anime."
true.
If I want that, I'll
uh,
watch like a dark anime. I don't know, psychopath.
yeah. I like the transition we're getting into because we're coming close.
Okay, so let's talk about the next three anyways, right?
Let's talk about the next
Yeah,
three
some
anime.
of
Yeah,
you
let's
was
go.
really hoping for this from the beginning of the stream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Let's
it's
let's just jump right into
yes.
it.
So
Let's
it's
get the transition on
so
screen.
am a
Hmm.
fighter. So what? Read of a healer and Long Horizon season 3.
Okay, okay. So you know what?
Okay,
We'll start off with what the people want.
okay.
So
Yes,
guys,
the
redo
people,
of a
you can
healer.
speak up now. Yes.
Hmm. Healing magicians cannot fight alone. That's
Yes.
apparently what the story is about. Okay, so Redo of a Hero is by the studios TNK, and it falls into the genre of ecchi and fantasy, and rape and disgust and psychological horror and a lot of other things that we
And
shouldn't.
humanity is like really bad. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
uh, so Redo of a Hero. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. The anime started off with a very um interesting concept. Like episode 1 was like okay, and then like okay.
Yes.
uh but then it started to go downhill really fast.
Towards the bad side of humanity. Yes.
Yeah, towards the bad side of humanity. um so it's best explained as Sheared Hero from a couple seasons ago. uh, all the shit that he had to go through when he first got isekai'd, um, but like tenfold of that. Like we're talking like seriously like tenfold of whatever horror he had to go through. The main character in this show has to go through, and the impact it has on him in a psychological and even physical way
Yes.
is very unexplainable. And so the person he becomes up to now in episode 4 is
A really
honestly
cynical person.
somewhat, it's a very cynical person, but it's somewhat justifiable because you could say that any human that has to go through the torture and the horror and whatever that he went through would probably become that type of person, especially if they were given the chance to have revenge and they had no other purpose in life. So that's what it became. So that concept alone was is very interesting. However, the way the anime portrays it is extremely unnecessarily ecchi.
And graphic.
It's basically it's basically borderline hentai, guys. Like I'm just going to be real with you. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So if you do like
Interseries reviewers was kind of softcore compared to this.
yeah. This one's got this one's just like one mosaic censorship away from being a hentai, honestly speaking. So if you're not into hentai, you're definitely not gonna like this.
And if you watch the censored version, you realize there's no point watching it at all. Like
oh yeah, please
normally
don't watch the
censored
censored
version, you like this part is cut, like what do I do? In this one, censored version is this entire different story. Like why say like angry this much? Like you'll be one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In general, try not to watch censored versions of anything.
Yeah.
It really ruins the experience. But this is if you're gonna watch this, make sure you do not watch the censored version.
Yes.
That's about all I can say.
Yes. And one more thing, like about the
Yeah,
hero and the anime,
yeah,
I'd like to say, like whatever psychological and physical horror done, it's not
yeah.
one-sided towards any gender. Like it's like both genders are getting. It's like everyone sucks
Yeah.
here. Like
Yeah,
so.
everyone.
Yeah.
Not just genders, like every, like even like all the species as well, as we saw in
Yes.
episode 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. And in case
Indeed.
forget like these other ones, yes. So we'll talk about
Yeah.
some spiders or what. Can you give like the synopsis?
Kumo desu ka? Right. So it's by the studio. How do you pronounce this? Milpensi? I think Milpensi. And it's the genre is adventure, comedy, and fantasy. So basically, the story goes: the day is as normal as it can be in high school as the students peacefully go about their everyday activities until an unprecedented catastrophe strikes the school, killing every person in its wake. Guided by what seems to be a miracle, a handful of students are fortunate enough to be reincarnated into another world as nobles. So it's an isekai, guys. Princes and other kinds of people with prestigious backgrounds. One girl, however, is not so lucky. Being reborn as a spider of the weirdest kind, she immediately experiences the hardship of her dire situation. Even so, she must press on to survive the numerous threats that endanger her life, and so on and so forth. So that's basically the rough description of So I'm a Spider, So What. But if you watch the trailer, or if you even watch if you just watch the trailer and stuff like that, it honestly looks pretty promising, and it's very recommended this season. So
some people in the chat are also saying that it's really good
Yeah.
anime. I just
Yeah.
saw a bit of it. I didn't watch a lot. I really like. I saw like when you first become a spider, like you have to realize like what do spiders do, and like you have discussed it at yourself.
Yeah.
It like kind of has like really comedy aspect of it, because I mean you are not experienced in becoming a spider, so. Yes,
Yeah, I mean the spider has like the artwork and the animation in the show is good as well. And right now all
it's a isekai spider
pretty
woman.
much.
Okay.
Pretty much all the signs say it's good and will be good. So
yes.
probably something to
Yes.
pick up if that's what you're interested in.
Planning to try to sneaking it to my schedule. Let's say if I can watch it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I should as well.
Okay, so we can
Alright.
go on to.
Okay.
Yes. So
So
I have to confess I didn't watch the later season.
I haven't
didn't
watched
start.
any Log Horizon. I haven't
Wow,
watched Log
you
Horizon at
suck.
all. I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for this in the chat, aren't I? Yeah, I can
Yep.
feel it coming.
It's like isekai, and where you figure out the world and try to make burgers. So that's what the whole plot is about, guys. Sorry,
Okay.
that's the plot. Spoilers. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens. So no, it's like a really smart guy.
Yeah.
And he figures out like the limitations of the world and the NPCs, and try to create like a market. There are a lot of politics involved, but he tries to get the best of like his abilities and try to create a market, like an economy that doesn't exist in the world, and like trying to.
Okay. Okay, that sounds very interesting. Now you've intrigued me now.
you didn't know. Okay.
No, I didn't know. Because the first time Log Horizon came out,
Okay.
People described it to me as a a Sword Art Online
I know.
replica or
I had the
lookalike.
same thing. Yes.
And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I enjoyed Sword Art Online, but honestly, I don't want to watch another one like that, so I'm not going to pick it up.
And the art
So
style also kind of looks slightly duller than Sword Art Online. Not gonna lie.
So like I was like, I mean, I'll watch it when I feel like watching another Sword Art Online
Yes.
vibe. But you said like intrigues me. I think I definitely will pick it
No,
up now.
I like
So you
Localized
guys
and
in the
anime
chat can
came
calm
after
down.
Yeah.
I will watch it.
I really think the anime came after Sword Art Online. The content
It
of
did.
manga,
It did
the
come
manga
up.
maybe came
It did
before.
come. Log Horizon did come after Sword Art Online. It
Yes.
was very close to Sword Art Online, but it did come after.
Sword Art Online with burgers. Okay. Continue. Okay.
All right. So Log
I think we
Horizon,
are doing a
guys.
bad
For
job
those
reviewing
of
this
you,
anime, to be honest.
so for those of you who don't know, Log Horizon falls into the genre of action, game, adventure, magic, and fantasy. It's similar to Sword Art Online in that isekai vibe, and it's by the Studio Dean. So if you're like me and you haven't watched it, it's time for you to watch it, and it's time for me to watch it too. So
yeah. Like
that's
season 3, I'm not sure like what direction and how well
yeah,
it will go. Like
I don't
again,
know.
it's hoping similar to Re:Zero, like how well it will do it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just see how it goes, and if it's good, I'll watch it at the end of the season.
Okay.
Okay, so we
Right.
can
So
go
let's
on
jump
to
into the next 3 animes.
Yeah, so there
Anime.
is
Okay.
Jakuchara Tomosaki-kun,
Hmm.
Bond Egg Priority,
One day priority, guys.
and Horimiya.
And Horimiya. Yeah, Horimiya.
Okay, what are you
So
starting?
in this list alone, in this top, in these 3 animes that we're talking about now, 2 of the animes are from Cloverworks, and in our list there's one more anime from Cloverworks that's coming out as well. I have to say that the Cloverworks animes that are being released this season are some top level stuff. So let's start with Jakuchara Tomozaki-kun, which is by the studio Project 9, Project Number 9. It falls into the genre of drama, romance in school. Do you want to give a rough understanding on it, Ranukar?
So what happened was I had issues with getting anime, like newer devices fail. So like I didn't have time to watch this. Like I was going to actually watch it. So it's about there's gaming, romance, and it's like there's a hints of bad character main protagonist. So yeah, it's about a girl trying to help a guy become better at social skills.
Basically it's about a gamer dude who's very socially awkward, and the girl, he meets a girl who basically helps him become a better person, more charming person, that kind of thing. So it's getting a lot of there is a lot of promise for it this season, and it's definitely something that's going to be on my to watch list if I don't pick it up tonight itself. But yeah.
So yes, I can explain it in one phrase again.
Okay.
I really like this comment, like right away mentioned.
Okay.
Like the whole premise is Mark and Ranuka had not having time to watch anime, which might actually be correct. Yes. We promise we'll bring more guests who actually watch anime in the future.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So about Tomosaki-kun, it's like they are gamifying social skills,
right?
So that you get cookie points when you succeed and become a better person.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
So if you don't have any social skills,
maybe
or maybe it will get worse. Like I don't know.
Okay. So let's jump into One Egg Priority. Now, One Egg Priority, like I mentioned, is by the studio Cloverworks, but the genre is psychological drama and fantasy. Now, just from the animation and art alone, I am so intrigued to watch this anime. But then I started looking at the story, and I was like, bro, I really want to watch this anime. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
I
The-
haven't picked it up yet, but
okay.
it's definitely going to be
Yeah.
something that I would
So this is something I
watch
actually
very soon.
watched. Like, I watched the first
Okay.
episode a couple of
Okay.
days ago. So I really like the hair of the main character. I have to just say that, like, it's beautiful color.
Yeah.
Uh, the whole first episode is really weird. Like,
Okay.
it's like Kiss Niver style weird. Like, weird things are appearing, weird things are happening,
Yeah.
and there are eggs. There's actual egg in the anime, like multiple eggs. One egg,
Yeah.
and
But those eggs are metaphors, right? They're not literal. Is that a spoiler? Am I spoiling?
I don't know. I only watched one episode.
Oh,
So
okay.
there are themes of how do I say? Is it spoiler? No, I think it's like in the first scene. So there are kind
Yeah.
of themes of suicide actually.
The
And
suicide is not a
guilt.
spoiler. It's there in
Yes.
like the
No,
description
because
of the anime
okay, the
itself.
first scene, the very first scene of the anime, like there's
Yeah.
a truck coming fast, and
Right.
there's this girl in front of it. Like she doesn't care if she dies. She's just, I think,
Of
was
course
she
she
playing with
doesn't.
some,
She's
playing
waiting to
with
be
some bugs
isekai.
or something.
What do
So,
you mean?
yeah, she's like a depressed person who was bullied in school as well, and they're like staying at home, and their friend seems to be dead, probably
Okay.
by suicide, could be bullying. I didn't watch the second or third episode, so I don't know the reason. And finding a weird egg and going into like a dream world where they have to save someone from dying, and there are
Okay.
weird creatures that are following them. Like, it's
Hmm.
really bizarre.
Okay.
And but there are many metaphors. Like sometimes you don't even get it, and you hear about, oh, this is what this meant, and you'll be like, oh my god, like, I didn't realize that. Like that kind of metaphors are there in this anime, and
All right.
it's really dark, but with a
Yeah.
light color palette.
But
So
it's definitely worth
yeah.
picking it up, guys. If you guys are
Yeah.
into that genre of anime,
Yeah.
or I think you should just pick it up anyway, even if you're not into it, because you probably would end up liking it.
Yes.
Hopefully, if the anime actually goes well
Yeah.
all the way to the end.
Yes.
But right, let's jump right into the next anime to
It's
keep on track here.
Horimiya.
Horimiya. So Horimiya again is by Studio Cloverworks, and it falls into the genre of slice of life, comedy, romance, school, and shonen. Now I am watching Horimiya. Am I up to date on the? I think I'm up to date. But Horimiya is an extremely wholesome romantic comedy that follows the story of follows the story of a very socially awkward guy who is secretly a real badass dude. I don't really want to spoil it more than that. And the girl is just she's a pretty popular girl, but she's very down to earth, and it's the story of both of them, and it's just really wholesome. So if you're into romance, if you're into romantic comedy and a little bit of slice of life, this is definitely an anime worth picking up. So yeah.
Yes, so we can go to the next set. And Horimiya, about that, so as I was watching Adachito Shimamura, right? I
Okay.
checked in Reddit, like, I want to know what are the animes are like that. Someone replied that they actually wanted me to like check out Horimiya when it has this season. So I am really hoping to watch it. I'm planning to like wait for a couple more episodes and then like binge it and then go weekly. Yes, I'm also planning to watch that. Okay, so this is the final 3 set of anime that we recommend.
It is?
Yes, and
it is.
someone is saying, Mark, for you to watch Lock Horizon. Actually, two people have
Yeah.
been saying you to watch Love Horizon.
All right,
So,
all right, all right.
so
Agent
it's
Smash. I
okay.
definitely will watch it. Everybody who's telling me to watch it, I will watch it.
Yes. So it's
Uh,
like Mark watch anime, seasonal anime. That's the YouTube video. That's what it's about. Okay,
uh,
so let's go with this
all
financial
right,
country that we recommend.
let's do it.
So
Let's do it.
yes,
All right. So let's talk about
there's
Kimono Jihen,
yes.
right?
Okay, wait. First, let's go through three anime. So there's Kemono
Yeah,
Jihen
go ahead. Right.
and Jobless Reincarnation and The Promised Neverland. Okay, so we are starting with Kemono
Kimono
Incident. So
Jihen.
Kemono Jihen.
Yes, Kimono Incidents. So, Kemono Incidents of Kemono Jihen is by Studio Ajiado. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Okay.
And the genre is action, mystery, demons, supernatural, and shonen. This is one of the animes I haven't yet picked up this season. But it does look quite promising, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. So it follows the story of Kohachi Inugami, a detective who specializes in the occult, arrives at a remote village in the Japanese countryside, tasked by a hostess at a local inn to investigate involving rotting and mutilated livestock corpses that have been appearing for seemingly no reason. While surveying, Inugami notices a peculiar young boy working in the fields, evaded by his peers and called Dora Tobu for his stench. The young farmhead is surprised that anybody would take interest in him. So basically, it's a detective anime, but very supernatural based. So it looks very promising, and it's definitely something that I will probably pick up. Can't say for sure, but yeah.
Okay, so my number one question is: are there furries?
In Kimono, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, so since out of all of these anime, this is the one we heard about least, but it was highly recommended.
Yes, it was highly
So
recommended.
yeah,
Yeah,
so we should check it out to see why it's recommended.
true. We should.
Yeah, but I mean, I
Alright.
don't mind furries. Beastars season 2 is airing, and it has furries if you want furries. I mean, I don't mind either. But yeah, so let's talk about the next one.
Yeah, the next one.
Okay.
So
Which one
let's
are we
jump
talking?
into Promised Neverland.
Okay.
The final anime in our list today. That's
Wait,
by,
we didn't talk about
Cloverworld.
one anime. You forgot.
We did.
Yes, Jobless Reincarnation.
I was going to talk about that next.
Okay, but you said Promised Neverland. Okay, we'll talk about Promised Neverland first and go to Jobless Reincarnation.
Okay, hang on, Ronica. I think our stream crashed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, guys.
Stream is down, I think.
Guys, is the stream
Oh,
down?
it's back now apparently.
Okay, I guess we'll have to do more testing in the stream.
Yeah. Alright, it's good.
Okay, so we can continue with the Promise Neverland.
Yeah. So Promised Neverland is the last anime on our list that is by the studio Cloverworks.
Yeah, by Clover. Okay.
And its genre falls into sci-fi, mystery, horror, psychological, thriller, and shonen. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we are talking about Promised Neverland season 2, right?
Yes. So
right.
I have watched the first season.
Okay.
So I really like first season, and I really like the opening. The opening hypes you up, and I was really interested in this story that I actually went and read the manga, and the manga actually finished recently.
Oh.
Actually finished. I think actually it was end of last year. So the Promised Neverland. Okay, it's difficult to talk about without getting into spoilers.
Okay.
Even from the first episode. This is just first episode talk. So it's about a bunch of kids
Hmm.
in an orphanage,
Okay.
and it's like there's like a guardian in the orphanage. They call her the mother, and she's taking care of the kids. And these kids sometimes go and get adopted by people, which we don't see. And it's about two kids in the orphanage discovering that what they are in is actually not an orphanage. That it's actually a farm. Yeah, so like it's
It's
about
actually what?
it's actually a farm.
Oh, okay.
So it's about these evil monsters that are raising kids as cattle for food.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Sounds interesting though.
it's really interesting. Like the way the kids discover like each kind of information, and then the mother discovers that the kids are discovering stuff, and she pulls her own strings to like stop the kids from learning stuff. And
Okay.
it's like it's really that's actually from episode one. So
All right.
yes,
Well,
Akimori, yes,
it's definitely something that I'm going to pick up, I think. It
yes,
sounds interesting.
and
Um,
so and there are more stuff to it, even out of the orphanage in a way. Yeah, so it's a bit difficult to talk about this series without spoilers.
Okay. Yeah, let's not give
Yes,
away
let's
spoilers
not
because I
give
think
any more spoilers.
yeah,
Yes,
Promise
but
Neverland is definitely something you should just pick up in general.
yes.
It's good. But yeah, let's move on to the last anime on our list then.
Yep.
Mushoku Tensei,
Yes.
which is Jobless Reincarnation.
Yes.
It's by Studio Bind. That's literally Studio Bind is the name of the studio. And the genre is drama, magic, and fantasy. Now, this anime, I'm gonna wait to hear what the chat has to say about this. But this anime is being praised as one of the best isekai animes ever made.
Yep.
Now, whether this is true or not, I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
Same,
but
I think we can find it out within the next couple of days.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the first anime that I plan to pick up.
Yes.
After this stream ends. So it's about like reincarnating as a kid and learning the entire world and trying to succeed in this world. So it's a isekai.
No. Wait. Yes. That's not entirely why it's good. Okay. See, the reason that apparently it's really good is because the guy who gets reincarnated is a 34-year-old or 35-year-old 34-year-old NEET, and he is just basically pretty much a loser in life. So he's not your average Kirito or your trying to think of another guy. Anyway, he's not your average.
If you watch Lokara, you would have known Shiro.
I would have. I'm going to watch it. Okay, I'm going to watch it. Okay, so he's not your average isekai guy because he's not overpowered. He doesn't have that the knowledge of like how to get into a fantasy world and do what needs to be done. So he's reincarnated as a kid, and he's been given a new start. And who he was in his previous life affects how he is now, and he's growing from there to become a better person. And to that's why it's been praised as a really good isekai anime, because it makes it feel like the main character is very much alive and very much how the average person would be if they got isekai'd into a so that seems to be why people are talking about it the way they are.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's like reincarnation without any magical powers, magical knowledge, or
yes, exactly,
anything.
yeah, it's like nothing's been handed to you. You gotta grind for that stuff. But
Yes,
no MMORPG stuff there.
yes. You don't magically
uh,
get cute girls like
yeah,
Shield Hero.
yeah. uh, okay,
Okay.
okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it for our list, guys.
Yes. So
Uh,
these are the anime that we recommend you try
yeah,
out of new season.
definitely.
If you haven't watched
I
any
will.
previous seasons of these anime like Attack on Titan, you had to watch them
Yeah.
first. Yes.
I will. I wanna just shout out one more anime that I did pick
Okay.
up just the first episode, and I thought it's kind of funny / interesting. Um, it's called Biyoi Ramune, I think is how it's pronounced.
Okay.
I don't know what the English title is. Let me quickly Google that. It's a really cool, interesting anime about a weird doctor, mystery doctor. What's it called? It's called Doctor Ramune, Mysterious Disease Specialist.
Okay.
So basically, he's like a mad scientist / doctor who solves the supernatural problems that people have.
Okay.
And I don't know whether it's really good or not because I only watched one episode, but it was funny. So, and it was okay. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, maybe check it out. No, I'm not recommending it though. It's just something I thought I'll shout out.
Okay.
All right. So yeah.
So yes, we have come towards the end of the stream, but
We have a few more things
few
to
more-
talk
yes.
to you guys about. Yeah.
Yes. So why don't you tell them about what we have planned next?
Sure, super. So guys, we have a lot of plans. Anime.lk has a ton of different things we have planned for the rest of the year. So thank you guys for joining our first live stream. It really means a lot
Yep.
for everybody in the chat who's with us, and for liking and subscribing. If you haven't, please do it. But yeah, so coming up very soon, we have a game night. We have what's going to be Anime.lk's first game night. It's going to be in about 2 weeks or so. So make sure you are subscribed to our social media on Instagram, on Facebook, and yeah, it's pretty much all you know.
Yes.
And our Discord. Please join our
Yes.
Discord. So I think we have the social media running at the bottom, right,
Yes.
Ronica? All right.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
our Facebook, YouTube, and
Yeah.
Discord.
So make sure you
Yeah.
check in with all of that stuff because we will be updating it when we
Yes. And
launch game night.
I want to.
So game.
I'd like
Yeah.
to shout out on Discord. Like they have been
Go
pretty
ahead.
active, and
Yeah.
there are like happenings pretty much every day. And
True.
even one of our like committee members, Agent Smash, have been creating this magazine style post called the Daily Smash.
True. Shout out to Agent Smash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is like really cool, and it's like you can know what happened today, and if you want to join
Yeah.
the conversation, you have to pick it up the next day. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, our Discord is extremely active. So if you have Discord, join us. If you don't have Discord, get Discord and then join us.
Yes. And every
But,
night we'll be talking about Genshin.
Yeah,
That happened
yeah.
like for the past weeks, past 2 weeks, I think. So yes, you can just jump.
So
in.
yeah. Check it out. So yeah, we have game night coming up in about 2 weeks. We'll be playing different games with you guys on our Discord. So definitely get Discord and join us. So we'll be playing everything from maybe Among Us to some Jackbox, maybe some Osu. Drop us some messages in the chat right now if you guys have suggestions to what you would like to see us set up for the game night.
Yeah.
Apart from that, we do also have more anime movie nights coming your way. So there'll be, unfortunately, still on Discord. There'll still be quarantine movie nights. We can't really do any live events or physical events right now. But when things get better, we definitely plan to bring back all our physical events, and it's just going to be bigger than they ever were. So look forward to all of that. Anything else, Ronica?
Yes, so the community has asking us to shout out like Sir Martin with this Japanese classes.
Oh
And
yeah. So
yes,
if any of you guys are interested in learning Japanese, we got our very own Japanese sensei on our Discord channel right now. His name is Sir Murderlot. That's his Discord name, and he lived in Japan for a bit of his life, and he's really well versed in Japanese. So he's teaching us Japanese for free, just not charging us. So we have Japanese classes set up. I'm not going to shout out the exact day because it's kind of differentiating. But just join our Discord, and if you're interested, let us know. We'll add you to the Japanese class channel, and you can
yes.
join us from there. But yeah, it's cool stuff. I'm part of the class too. It's really good.
Yes. So did your Japanese get better? Or
Not really, because I already know a little bit of
okay.
the Japanese, and we're only like one class in. So hopefully, like few more classes in, I'll learn a bit more stuff that I didn't
Okay.
haven't
And
already learned.
shout
Yeah.
out to Akimori for
Yeah,
his
shout out to
posters.
Akimori, yeah, for his amazing artwork. Shout out to our Anime.lk artists and our live chat mods,
Yeah.
Lakshmi and Akimori, as well as Mafra. She's our artist as well.
He's also an artist,
So
yes.
yeah,
We'll roll the credits at the end.
we will roll the credits as well. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, Ronica?
Yep. Unless
Alright.
does the community have any questions? Like,
Yeah.
does
Do you
anyone want
guys?
to tell Mark anything? This is the
Oh my
moment
God!
you
Why?
have been
Why is
waiting
it
for.
me?
Oh,
Why
if
me?
anyone wants to tell me anything.
Yeah. Say something
Yes.
to Ranuka.
Yes. So, if you want to tell if redo of the hero is better than Boku no Pico, I mean, yeah, all yes.
I'm pretty sure I disagree with that, but okay.
Okay.
All right. So if you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat now, or
Yes.
at us. Drop us a message on
Okay.
Instagram or Facebook. We'll reply to you.
Or just add a YouTube comment after the stream.
Yeah. You add a comment. We'll reply to that as well.
Okay.
And yes, I will watch Lock Horizon for the last time, guys. Okay. I will watch it.
Okay.
All right. Thanks everybody for joining us live stream. This has been Anime.lk's Winter 2020 seasonal live stream. Make sure you guys join us for our next one.
Yes.
Make sure you smash that subscribe button, like, comment, and follow us on social media.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for joining us.
And await
Mark
the game night for
await the
next
game
time.
night.
Yes.
So yeah, see you guys. Take
See
care.
you.
Good night.
Good night.